let's start with Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott because they are igniting some reconciliation rumors after some new pics that Kylie shared of the two posing. I would say this is, people are calling it steamy. I would call it maybe a little suggestive, but they are dripping
Hmm.
modeling Givenchy. Now, the thing is like, obviously we do know that Kylie and Travis are co-parenting Stormy, but when we see pictures like this, I know it's got me wondering, like, are they or are they not back together? Do you think they're just playing with us? Like, what's the deal here, do you think, Cass?
To be honest with you, my first thought was, when was the last time we've seen photos of them together? Because maybe this could be a telltale sign. And in fact, Kylie hasn't posted anything of Travis since Father's Day, which was over the summer. So it's been many months. We know that they have spent a lot of time during the quarantine, during this ongoing pandemic together because they are a family unit and they, of course, want what's best for their daughter, Stormy. So could that have maybe helped nurture their relationship and get them to a place where they could possibly be back together? Honestly, like, it's 2020, crazier things have happened. I wouldn't be surprised if these two are trying it out again, to be honest.
I feel like it'd be a different story if there was like, I don't know, some specific incident that caused the split. And there's still some gray area and some things we don't know. It's a case for the FBI to find out exactly why Kylie and Travis didn't go the full mile. But I will say, Kylie has told Harper's Bazaar, I think it was in March, that these two, that they're best friends, especially when it comes to
Hmm.
co-parenting Stormy. And so I think the question also is like, is there a world where they're just that, where they're BFFs, and just like she's posing in Instagram photos in new fits with Stassi, could she be doing the same with Travis? I don't know.
Best friends, but also business minded people too. You
Yeah.
have these two, modeling for a high end designer here, Givenchy. And it does beg the question, kind of, are they more valuable to a brand when they're together? But playing devil's advocate there, Travis didn't post on his Instagram these photos. So maybe, his
Mm,
30 million plus followers, didn't add to that case. So
yeah.
it's interesting. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I also, no, you're right. It's like, especially when they were together, you remember they did that like Playboy cover feature
Hmm.
together, and that made waves, and everything they do in post, obviously instant engagement, millions and millions of followers and likes and all of that stuff. But
In a
I,
headline, we're talking about it.
exactly. Oh, exactly. And I'm erring more on the side of like, I think something is brewing again with these two because
Hmm.
it would be really hard, I think, especially someone as famous but also attractive as these two. Like they both are powerhouses in their own right, and they're also both seemingly still single. It'd be hard not for these magnets to come back together. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the name of their child. But time will tell. It's just a tale as old as time, though, Cass, because we also just saw it recently with Cardi B and Offset.
Hmm.
Cardi B and Offset were seen smooching together during her birthday weekend and have seemingly reconciled. And she even has gone on the record to say, like, this is her business, and she missed him. She also said on Twitter that if she wants to go to extremes to teach Offset a lesson, like filing for divorce, then she has the right to do that, saying that if the divorce didn't go through the court, y'all wouldn't even know what the F was going on, which is true. But I feel like in Cardi's case, though, it's a little different than Travis and Kylie. Yes,
Hmm.
they have a kid, but there was all those like
Hmm.
cheating rumors too. And for me, I just feel like leave Offset in the past. That's how I feel. I don't ship it.
Leave him in the past. And it's also my whole thing with her filing for divorce to teach him a lesson is, it's kind of like the boy who cried wolf. If she ever wants to use the threat of divorce ever again in the future, you can't really take her seriously if you're
Right.
Offset, because she did not follow through with it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
it's so
it's
true.
yeah, it's interesting. Also, I want to note too that these two, Cardi and Offset, are a lot more public with their off and on relationship than Kylie and Travis. But
Yeah.
she just, some things are better left in the past. And sometimes I will say it takes people years and years
Yeah.
to figure it out and finally move on. And so, this might be just another one of her moments going back to him, and who knows, we might see them off again in the future and off forever. You never know, you never know.
But you know what? Leave it to Cardi to go to extreme lengths to prove a lesson by filing for divorce. I'm like, yes, she's literally teaching him a lesson to
Yeah.
remind him that don't get to thinking you're irreplaceable. Okay, if I may quote Beyonce here, she was like, if you do me wrong, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm worth. And I can't falter for that. I actually have mad respect for that. So go on, Cardi.